Welcome back to the SunTrust Foundation channel. You know, the place to be for entrepreneurs looking to learn and grow together. And today we're diving deep into Ikigai.
I'm excited to be here.
Now, Ikigai, you've probably heard the word, maybe even seen that Venn diagram floating around, but it's more than just a buzzword.
Right.
Ikigai, it's a Japanese philosophy. It's a whole way of life. And we're talking about finding that perfect spot where your passions and your talents, what the world needs, and what you can actually get paid for. It all comes together. What are your initial thoughts on this, listeners? Hit us with your ideas in the comments.
Yeah, it's about finding your reason for being. But it's not some, big abstract idea. Ikigai is about finding joy in the everyday. It's about feeling that sense of purpose that drives you.
So we've got this idea of reason for being. How does that actually translate into action, especially for entrepreneurs?
Well, think of it this way. Ikigai is the fuel that keeps you going when things get tough. You know, that guiding star that helps you make those tough decisions. For entrepreneurs, it can be really powerful because it connects your work to something deeper. It's not just about profits anymore. It becomes about creating something that really resonates with you and contributes to the world.
It's like tapping into that flow state, right?
Yeah.
When you're so absorbed in what you're doing, that time just flies by.
Absolutely. Flow states are when we're totally immersed. We're completely engaged and energized. And it's not just about enjoyment. It's about feeling challenged and capable. Our skills are meeting our passions. And being in a flow state can actually be a sign you're aligned with your Ikigai. It's like a signal you're on the right track.
That's fascinating. So if we're feeling that flow, it could be a clue. We're tapping into our Ikigai.
Exactly.
Now there's that famous Ikigai diagram, the 4 overlapping circles. What you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for. How can our listeners use this to explore their own Ikigai?
It's a great starting point. Take some time to really think about each circle. What are you passionate about? Where do your talents lie? What problems are you passionate about solving? And how can you combine those things to create something meaningful and sustainable?
It's not about fitting yourself into a box, but about exploring the intersection of your passion, skills, and values.
Exactly. And the diagram is just one interpretation. It's a tool to get you thinking. The true essence of Ikigai goes beyond any visual. It's about that process of self-discovery and understanding that your Ikigai can change over time.
What stands out to you listeners about using the Ikigai diagram as a tool? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Now, it's one thing to talk about Ikigai in theory, but it's more powerful when we see it in action. Our sources highlight some incredible people who embody this philosophy.
Jiro Ono, the world-renowned sushi chef, he dedicated his entire life to mastering his craft. There's this powerful quote from him. He said, "You have to fall in love with your work. Dedicate your life to mastering your skill."
His story reminds me of the entrepreneurial journey, that constant striving to improve and innovate.
Absolutely. His relentless pursuit of excellence, his passion for sushi, that's pure Ikigai. But Ikigai isn't confined to any one field. Take Jane Goodall, for instance, the renowned primatologist. Her Ikigai lies in a completely different world, focused on primate research and conservation.
Her work has had such a profound impact on our understanding of chimps and the importance of conservation. It's incredible how Ikigai can show up in different ways. And speaking of inspiration, let's take a quick moment to remind you, our awesome listeners, to like and subscribe to the SunTrust Foundation channel for more insights into topics that matter to entrepreneurs. We're here to help you on your journey. Now let's get back to those inspiring examples.
The story of Dave Restovich, the pro surfer who started Surfers for Cetaceans. He combined his passion for surfing with his commitment to protecting marine life. It's really inspiring.
It shows that Ikigai can be a source of personal fulfillment and positive change. He saw a need, felt that calling, and acted on it.
It's amazing how Ikigai can lead to action. What are your thoughts on this, listeners? Share your insights in the comments below.
It's inspiring, right? How Ikigai can lead to a purpose-driven life. It's about finding what you love and aligning it with a greater good.
And it's empowering to see that it's possible to make a change while pursuing your passions. Now, our listeners are probably thinking, okay, this is inspiring, but how do I find my Ikigai? What advice would you give them?
Well, it's a journey. It's self-discovery. Start by asking some fundamental questions. What brings you joy? What are you naturally drawn to? What activities make you lose track of time?
It's about tuning into those things that spark a fire within us.
Exactly. Pay attention to those moments when you feel truly alive and engaged. That's where the clues to your Ikigai are. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try new things. Explore different paths and see what resonates with you.
It's like a treasure hunt. Exactly. And it doesn't have to be some big world-changing mission. Ikigai can be found in the simplest things.
It could be in our hobbies, our relationships, our work, even in how we approach our daily routines.
Absolutely. It's about finding those moments of flow, those activities that make us feel truly alive and engaged.
Now for entrepreneurs. Finding their Ikigai can have a huge impact on their business. How can they align their work with their passions and purpose?
It starts with asking yourself, what problems are you passionate about solving? How can your skills and talents meet a real need? What kind of impact do you want to make with your business?
And it's not just about your product or service. It's about weaving Ikigai into your company culture.
Absolutely. Create a work environment that fosters passion, purpose, and belonging. When your employees feel connected to the mission, they're more engaged and productive and fulfilled.
And that authenticity shines through to your customers. People can sense when a business is driven by something more than just profit.
Exactly. Customers are drawn to businesses with a purpose, a genuine desire to make a difference. It's about building a brand that resonates on a deeper level.
This is a powerful concept. What do you think, listeners? Have you experienced this alignment between your personal Ikigai and your business? Share your experiences in the comments. Now, I know this can feel daunting. Finding your Ikigai and bringing it into your life and business. What are some practical steps that entrepreneurs can take to get started?
Start by setting aside time for reflection. Journal, meditate. Go for a walk in nature, whatever helps you connect with yourself. And remember that Ikigai diagram. It can be a helpful tool. Spend some time with it. Really dive into those 4 circles, see what comes up.
And don't be afraid to ask for help. Talk to mentors, coaches, other entrepreneurs, people who have done this successfully.
Having a supportive community can make a world of difference. Share your journey with others. You can get valuable insights and encouragement, and it's an ongoing process. Your Ikigai will evolve over time. That's perfectly okay. Embrace the journey, stay curious, and trust the process.
I love that. Approach this journey with curiosity and openness, and a willingness to learn and grow. And as we wrap up this deep dive into Ikigai, I want to remind all of our listeners to like and subscribe to the SunTrust Foundation channel. We've got a lot more coming your way, all focused on helping you succeed as entrepreneurs.
We're here to support you every step of the way. And finding your Ikigai is a journey worth taking. It's about creating a life and a business that truly reflects you and what you're meant to do.
Beautifully said. It's about aligning your actions with your heart and soul and making a positive contribution to the world. So as we end this episode, let's leave our listeners with a final question. What small steps can you take today to bring more Ikigai into your life and business?
It's a great question. I encourage everyone to think about that. It could be something as simple as taking a few minutes each day for an activity you enjoy, or reevaluating your business goals to make sure they align with your values and passions.
Yeah, it's about those small steps, those consistent actions that lead to big changes. And this journey isn't just about, personal fulfillment. When you bring Ikigai into your life and your business, you can really make a difference in the world. What do you think, listeners? How does this idea of Ikigai leading to positive change resonate with you? Let us know in the comments.
It's about recognizing that we all have these passions and talents that we can use to make a real difference, whether it's creating products that solve problems, offering services that improve lives, or even just inspiring others through our work. Ikigai lets us contribute to something bigger than ourselves.
It's a reminder that we all have something special to offer. Now, as we wrap up, we want to hear from you. What are your biggest challenges as entrepreneurs? What topics do you want us to cover in future deep dives here on the SunTrust Foundation channel?
We're always listening. We want to make sure our content is what you need. So tell us what you think. Share your suggestions in the comments.
And don't forget to like and subscribe to the SunTrust Foundation channel so you don't miss out on any of these great discussions. We're here to help you every step of the way on your journey.
Keep chasing those dreams. Stay curious. And never stop exploring the possibilities out there.
And most importantly, remember that finding and living your Ikigai is worth it. It's about building a life and a business that's truly you, that reflects what you're meant to do in the world. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Ikigai.